So I'm gonna not look and check. So I've not seen what the river is. Sixes. Flops. I'm on a 94, so I'm gonna go for the 3-bet. I don't even know what this does. I'm assuming 3-bet. I'm basically just paying 3-bet or fold. No set this time. Third with range. Maybe not on this board out of position, but nice. We get it done on the flop. We like that. Here, I think we go for the check raise. I think this is a good hand to check raise. Good overs, backdoor flush draw. We can have some 6x here as well. So I'm going to check raise and then barrel a lot of turns. But we don't need to, which is always nice. When you've got 10 high and they just give you the pot. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, yo. I'm going to flat 7s here in this spot. Big blind, unknown, but seems like a bit of a fun player. 7s, flops, boats. Let somebody have 10x, please. So I think this hand is just always going to want to check raise, really. Check raise turn, I think. Could also check call to allow some bluff. Because I'm worried that check raising is going to look insanely strong here. I'm going to call as well because he can have some bluffs. I think this is 3-way. I think it's better here to just flat. Because he can raise his 10x. And the queen could be good. King Jack improves. Queen Jack will probably just check back now, which is a shame. But yeah, definitely going for the check raise here. Something like this. You just need to use the link alpha. You just use the link. The referral code's Weasel, but if you just use that link, it should work. Check raise, and we take it down. Nice small bet, which we like, giving us a good price. Very bad turn. Check, check, though, we like. And probably too thin to bat. I don't think he's going to have too many queen X here, to be honest. But you can definitely value bet Jack X, like King Jack and Ace Jack. Blocking Ace Jack is pretty nice here, though. So I think check calling makes sense. Yeah, Jack 3, which is... I think that's too loose because I'm like... I think that I'm just going to check my like 10 Jack and Jack 9 and stuff as well. So, although Jack 9 we chop, I guess. So, yeah. 3-bet is King blind on blinds. Wow, just shoves. Okay. We are flipping. We're running it once. Queen. Queen. Okay, I don't know if shoving's a thing, is it? 4-bet shoving jacks blind on blind? That seems a bit random, but okay. If you want to just fucking... Guess he just wants to make it a high variance, I guess, and just... Especially running it once, so, okay. That's, it's not a good start, though. Although this happened yesterday, we started off losing a buy-in, and then turned it around, so we'll see what we can do. And we've ran good enough that, like, we can't really complain about losing a flip. But, like, come on, man. Fucking, what are we, like, 10 minutes into the stream? I love that name. Rotten Pieces. That's great. Flopping 2-power with the Queen 6. Yeah, I think we're check raising this most of the time, even versus larger sizes. Maybe not, actually, but I'm going to this time. I think checking turn and check calling. Here we are going to 4-bet. Yeah, I think this hand would make a better shove than jacks. Villain calls, and I wonder if I ever just have like shoves here. I think I'm just going to bet half pot and call off. Here, I think he's probably going to bet his ace kings on turn. I don't know. I'm going to check. Here, we're going to bet half pot and call off. I think most likely value for him is going to be aces. You can have 8s and 9s as well, which sucks. Yeah, I think I just have to shove turn. Here, we're just going to check call. I think I should probably bet myself, but yeah, aces. Shoving turn, needs to fade the snap. I think there's a good chance we're going to lose here, but the SPR is like 0.5, so... Oh, wow, we just got it through on the turn. We like that. Pretty sure that's reasonably played. Picking up the ace-king suited. We do get called. I don't really know about this hand, this combo. I think the EV is going to be quite similar, and I think it'll probably just mix this, so I'll roll for it. And roll a bitch roll. Definitely continuing versus small size with all combos of ace-king, I would imagine. And the turn is particularly bad as well, just given it brings in the 7-8s, the, I guess, like ace-5 suited and stuff. All kinds of shit. Not that much shit, I guess. Goes check, check. And what do I want to do on this river? I guess bet really big when I have bets. I don't know what I'm going to bluff here, though. That's the problem. I will have some hands like King, Queen, King, 10 of hearts. Because I'll check call those on occasion. I think I have to bluff like 7s here. I don't see much merit in checking either, because when it goes bet check, I think he's just going to be... I think he's just going to be checking back the river. I think he's going to have some showdown hands, so... Hello. Four bet again, sir. We're mainly shoving versus 4 bets. Ooh, that's not the board I wanted to see. I'm on a 6, so I'm going to check. I think checking aces here makes a lot of sense anyway. Probably have to stack off, run out dependent. Unblocking things like Queen Jack and King Queen and stuff. Less so now. Calling turn and then probably folding river. I don't think I can fold the turn. The river's an awkward one though. Like, does he ever shove worse for value now? I might have to call on this river. But I really don't see what I beat, but I'm kind of high up in range. I guess I have pocket 10s, but I think we're going to lose relatively often. But the 7 obviously just takes out some combos. I don't think he's going to shove hands like King Queen for value here. But if it's ever possible, then I don't think we can fold. So. Wow, he went for value with Queen 10. Fucking hell, let's go. Yeah, so there's the spot. Like, if you can ever beat value. Boom! I was not expecting to win that. Fucking hell, just nip rolled him. Picking up the kings. Before betting blind and blind. What a river that was, by the way. What a river that was. Shove queens. Jacks. Alright, we take it down. Right, is the sun run on, boys? What a fucking river, man. It's the only river as well where he's going to shove on that I improve. Maybe a 9 as well. So it has to be a 9 or an ace. It has to be a 9 or a 7 for me to stack him, I think. Wasn't even violent. Just knew that Johnny would be right beside him if anyone tried to fight him. It's the cycle. So I think betting these hands, like hands like jacks, more often than hands like aces, makes more sense. So I think aces checking back sometimes, jacks like back calling, and basically just equity realization is, I don't want to say better with jacks, but in a way it is, because we're pretty much always seeing river here with jacks because we can improve. Interesting one. I think I'm gonna go for the bet again. I think we can check back this turn. He can have some leads on this turn. Block jack 7 suited in its entirety. He's got some like 7-9 suited, some 7-6 suited, 7-6 off maybe. And yeah, I think we go for. Don't think we go over bet. I think we go pot here. I think pot seems pretty nice. And then cry when we get check raised. I like this play. And we'll have to bluff like queen jack and stuff like that. Get called by 7-5. I actually don't mind his line, to be honest, but feels kind of nitty doing that. I think he should just lead the turn and then bomb the river and then we call anyway. So 7-5. What did I bet on the flop? Yeah, he's got bad off flush draw as well, obviously call. I'm on an 8, so I'm gonna check call here. I think check raise is fine. Ding, ding, fucking ding. Look at that turn, boys. Look at that turn. Maybe I could lead. Because I don't really want to check raise. Yeah, he's going to have some flushes, but I think doing something like... I think doing this and then having to defend to a raise makes a lot of sense. Imagine being focused playing 1K. Take it down on the river. Here we check call flop. We're going to check call any size on turn. Even pot. And then be faced with decisions on rivers. Cal, give me the lowdown. Who's good and who's shit? So I don't mind his line with 7-5. So where a bluff's going to come from here, I think having a jack is probably bad. Yes, we block king jack and jack 8. But ace jack is going to want to bluff. I guess ace king has some bluffs. 7-8 now improves. Okay, check, check. Jack 9. Weird turn sizing going pot. Like, if you're going to do that, just bluff river, surely. And then get, like, my, I don't know, my 10-8, my 10x of diamonds, my 4x of diamonds. Don't know, maybe we've got a little bit of showdown. I don't think I feel as focused today as I did the past couple of days. I think I played a lot. Obviously, a sun run the past couple of days, but I also think I played really, really well. So, flopping 2-pair. Blind and blind. I see no reason to not just fast play this. On such a wet board too. I really didn't want to see this from this guy as well. He looks like he doesn't fucking get that out of line. We'll see a turn rather than shove here. I don't think shoving is going to be too good. It's not the turn we wanted. 3-betting jacks BVB. Is there any merit in betting this turn? Like a really small size. What do I even get called by that's worse? It just means we get to realize and just get to check back on a lot of rivers, but I actually don't think there's that much point in betting. I guess because he's still, if he's got something like 10 jack with the size we're going to bet on the turn, he's going to call anyway. I would just expect to see pocket nines a lot here. I don't know anything about this guy. He's playing 18, 10, 5, but it's not on a big sample. And I don't think, like, what's really going to bluff here? And what can we beat for, like, value? Like, we lose to even ace-queen now. Not that I think ace-queen's taken this line, but I think we just fold. If he has some rant, like, yeah, just, like, he's not going to have, like, fucking ace-king with a heart, is he? So, really dumb spot. I think we would possibly beat on the flop as well. So, maybe we just save some money, but... yeah, I can see that on this board, I think. I'm going to 3-bet ace-queen suited versus cutoff. Take it down. Here, I will bet call, I think. I'll float versus check raise. Nice turn. Do I want to overbet? I think, yeah, I'm going to basically just bet pot, just slightly over. And check back, but not really have the best hand. I don't think I want to overbet this river. But we don't really have showdown. But... I mean, he's probably going to fold some, like, ace-5. Maybe we could just bomb this. Have ace-10. Does he even fold? He definitely should, but fun players, do they ever fold? Yeah, maybe we should just bomb that river. It's kind of hard for me to have that many obvious bluffs as well. I think I should 150% pot that. Oh, you mean shove river? No, I think he just has pocket nines too often. I think he just has pocket nines way too often. I don't think he's folding nines. No idea what to do on this board with this hand. I'm gonna bet. What do I want to do there? No, I'm gonna check. I don't really want to fold out certain hands. You should be floating some like 10 jack of spades and stuff anyway. The check calling feels like it makes a bit more sense. What am that? You ain't black. You ain't motherfucking white, boy. Blocking 6-7, not ideal. Because that's hand that can definitely bet flop. Just be the 5 of diamonds on the river, because then when he has no showdown, he just has to bluff. Come on, 5 of diamonds. Okay, I'm going to call river and not look at the river, because I think I'm going to check range on river anyway. Regardless of what the river is, don't think I'm going to donk shove bluff anything. So I'm gonna not look and check. But I've not seen what the river is. And we'll see if he shoves. And hopefully I've just rolled the 5 of diamonds. Going into the tank. Oh my god, that's such a nasty river. I don't think I can fold. Yeah, 10 jack gets the, like, what, 10x? I don't think I can fold this hand, right? Yeah. Such a nasty run out. Such a fucking nasty, nasty run out. What is that river? Honestly, the 7 of fucking clubs. What else do I get stacked on? The 7 of fucking diamonds. How am I supposed to fold? That's a less fun turn. Here's a fun one. Just gonna triple this one off. Here we'll just check. We have a little bit of showdown against 5x, 4x. Less so now, but I'm not bluffing this hand. This is a really fun turn. Yeah, I am just blasting. What size, though? I think my value is going to do something like slight overbets, I think. Yeah, something like this I think is pretty good. I think we're going to get heroed. Jack 9, Queen 9, I think they're just going to call. Not too sure about bluffing this guy, but I don't think I have too many obvious bluffs. So. Oh my god, I got it through. Fucking hell. You know when you just bet because you're like, well, I'm not gonna check, am I? And you're just like, well, I'm not gonna fold, is he? Loose defense, but against this guy who does some whack shit, I think it's fine. Gonna check call flop. We're gonna check call turn, and then we're probably gonna check call a load of rivers as well. Yeah, that's a weird one. He'll do some whack shit like shove though. So I'm gonna fold versus shove. I think he'll probably shove both. This sucks, but I'm not folding on a queen versus that serve. Got ace 2 of diamonds. Nice. Told you to some whack shit. Wow. I fucking check bat on flop. I check called river. No, the river I really like his bluff. Yeah, the bluff. We 3-bet king queen suited and flop pretty well. I'm on a high roll, so I'm going to bat, but I think checking this back is absolutely fine. And just realizing here with a load of equity. And I think just shoving this hand. Shoving or calling? We do really well against that ace jack. Not blocking ace jack is good. He shouldn't have jack, so he should only have 4s and deuces for sets. So I think shoving here is going to be okay. Shove or call. We get snaps. Yes, nice. Get there. "100% on the turn. Thank you very much, sir." And that's why we shove, because we knew we were going to get there, because we're sun running. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not what I'm looking forward to today, but we were up. Okay, minus 300. I will absolutely take that, to be honest, considering the week. Ran below EV a little bit, about 500. We lost the flip early on. We'll take that. If you look at this week, it's just, honestly, it's insane. Oh, this month, I guess, for really, really good. Could have peaked at 9.5. Let's see if we can make 10k in a week. That'd be insane. So, exclamation point GTO, go check it out. You'll get 10% off your first purchase should you go through my link. And let's go through the spots. This queen 6 hand was really interesting. I played it like a bit of a puss. So hijack opens, we defend queen 6 suited. Do we have a 3-bet this type of hand? Barely. Queen 6 jack. Check. Villain bets big. Villain has aces in this hand and goes for a big bet. We are going to be raising, I would imagine. Okay, so it raises queen 6 more than jack 6. And queen 6 of hearts it raises most frequently, which makes sense. Either size is fine. We go... Again, I kind of go in between these sizes. Villain calls. The turn comes the 9 of hearts. And I think that we should be doing a lot of betting. Because we have more king 10 than villain. Yeah, so this kind of makes sense. Queen 6 is checking somewhat, which is okay. And aces checks back. The river comes to 2 of diamonds, and I should just lead this river. I know I should. It's going to be a pure bet, I would imagine. Yeah, for small. Which makes sense. This is going... Is this 10%? Yeah, 11%. Which, to be fair, I don't really have 10% bets in single race pots for the most part. So, I think I would go 35% if I did. Versus a check. Villain bets small with aces, which they're not doing here. Betting is actually a lower EV than checking, so... Blind and blind spot with 10s, where I was really worried I was just going to fucking run right into it, but... 3 bets, we 4-bet 10s, blind and blind. We go a little bit bigger than this, but yeah. And then we get an 8-9-4. Half pots, 10s, look at that. Just basically always betting 10s for half pot. And half pot's the only size we have really on this board. Villain calls, so doing half the time, and then turn comes the 4 of spades. 3 of spades, and all in. It's literally all we can do at this point. And we shove, and villain folds, which they're doing apparently 32% of the time. This aces hand, this one was not the most pleasurable during, but very nice afterwards. So we 3-bet small blind versus cutoff. And villain calls. And we get a 10, a 7, and a 9. Far from the greatest flop here. Ace is doing a reasonable amount of checking. Checking like 70% of range. So I like the check. Villain bet small, which is doing with a lot of range. He had queen 10 suited. He's actually checking back most often here. Because I guess we do a lot of check raising. Yeah, aces check raises a lot here. Well, he's calling more often than, I mean, queens is calling, but the EVs are slower. Turn comes queen of diamonds. We check and villain bet 75%, which isn't a thing. So we're never going to fold versus half pot. Yeah. What's the EV though? Massive compared to... Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really bet 75%. So we check call aces, and then the river comes a 7 of hearts. We check. We do have some donks. Villain shoves for... He was a bit less than 100% pot. Way less than 100% pot because he... Yeah, but queen 10 shoves anyway. And then what are we supposed to call versus all in? Yeah, we're supposed to have some king queen suited, some ace queen, stuff like that. We have queen 10 suited ourselves, which, yeah, whatever. We don't really have too many 7x. Or any better hands. Even jack 9 suited is supposed to call at frequency, which is actually a pretty fun call. And 10-9 pure calls as well. And king 9. So I think he should shove the river. But it's kind of thin. This one with pocket jacks. We open the button. We lost this one. This was a bit an annoying one. We open the button. Big blind defends. 10-8-7. The first thing I wanted to see was whether or not we... I assume we bet jacks more than we do aces. Yeah, look at it. So jacks is one of those hands where equity realization... Let me actually see if I can check the equity realization. Yeah, equity realization with jacks is actually higher than than aces, kings, and queens. Which is pretty interesting. Obviously, like, sets and straights are, like, insanely high equity realization because you see the river. You are always going to see the river. You never, ever fold on any turn. So, yeah, we pure bet jacks for... We can have half pot here. Are we button? Yeah, so we have, like, jack 9 off and shit, so we can have bigger bets. I decided to go small. Villain has 7-5 of hearts, which is a raise sometimes. Calls. Turn comes 7 of clubs, and villain's going to get to lead. Yeah, they lead a reasonable amount here with 7-5 suited, but they do check. I think jacks is a... hello? Big blind check, dickhead. Button doesn't. So we have some overbets here for 125% pot. Jacks, though, is pure betting. And again, I think I went around pot, which is in between these kind of two sizes. But let's say we go 75%. Villain is mainly calling. And then the river comes to 2 of hearts, and then we go for pot. We'll probably have overbet and 75%, but I'll merge that range. So yeah, this has overbet and 84%. Jacks is going to be in the 84% category for the most part. Actually, it's 59%. But again, I'm not really like having these sizes. I'm kind of just merging it into one, really. I'm not going to have overbet shoves either. I'm kind of merging it into one where I'm going to bet pot with most of my range for value and most of my bluffs. So yeah, let's say we go 84%, which is the closest 7-5 suited, just pure calls. So. But I still think that our line is fine. This is a hand where I feel as though I bottled it, even though it feels... Even GTO might not do it either, but I just don't have showdown. So ace 9 deuce is the flop. Yeah, I've put the board in, mate. Chill out. So I bet small here with queen jack suited, mainly just small bets. Villain calls. They have to fold quite a lot here. The turn comes the 10 of spades. And big blind checks. Yeah, so we have overbet here. And queen jack, look at that, look at that. Look at that fucking, look at all that red. Look at all that red. So, again, different sizings, but it's whatever. So let's say we go 125%, which we did. Big blind calls and just, do they have, so they have a tiny bit of like queen 10, queen 9 that they're supposed to call with, but it's mainly just ace-x here. The river comes to jack of hearts, villain checks, and I check back like a little pussy. And so this has, yeah, shove or check based on combo. Actually, our combo pure checks because the EV is lower of betting. But this is a spot where I think villain has... I think we have less showdown than we do in GTO. And I think that we probably should get more folds than we do. So I think we should just 150% this and just put him in a spot. Because all of his ace-X are going to be 0 EV here. No, I won't look at this blind on blind one. I'll look at this pocket sevens one, which is just fucking... Ugh. I think it's going to be played well by both. I think we should maybe fold river. So we 3-bet small blind versus button, and I go for the check on the flop, which I think makes the most sense. Villain bet small with 10-jack suited, which is just going to do a lot. So villain bet small, we call with sevens. The turn comes the 8 of clubs. We check. Villain now bets bigger. Is this half pot he's going? Yeah, and 10-jack suited is basically always in there. We're going to pure call sevens. And then the river comes the 7 of clubs. Maybe we have leads, which skewers things. We have a couple of leads with like nut flushes and then ace queen with a club, which makes sense. But we're mainly checking. Villain shoves. Their bluffs. So this is what I mean. I knew their bluffs would be coming from hands like this. I figured like king jack. Wait, king jack is a bluff, right? And queen jack is a bluff, right? Yeah. So we're probably calling sevens. Pure calling sevens for low EV. But I think in game, even against like really good regs, as people say, they're just gonna fucking... They're not gonna always find those king jack suited bluffs.